Salut! So, you already know basic French words such as je m'appelle, and bonjour, bonjour. So, I'm not going to talk about these words today. You will find more about this in previous episodes that you can find in the video description on the blog. Today, I want to share with you some very useful French vocabulary you might not already know. Vocabulary that will come in handy when talking with any French person, a waiter or a new friend. C'est très pratique. It's very convenient. I'm Géraldine. Bienvenue sur Comme une Française TV. Sound French, even to the French. Aider means to help, as in à l'aide. À l'aide, help, or even aidez-moi. Aidez-moi, help me. Okay, that might be a bit dramatic to start an episode with, but who knows, maybe you will need it one day. Anyway, a more common use of this verb would be the sentence Excusez-moi, vous pouvez m'aider? Excusez-moi, vous pouvez m'aider? Excuse me, could you help me please? When you are lost and looking for a specific street, for instance, that's very useful. Alternatively, from the other side, there is Je peux vous aider? Je peux vous aider? Can I help you? Or the synonym Vous voulez de l'aide? Vous voulez de l'aide? Do you want some help? For instance, when you see someone struggling to fit in a stroller in a bus. Also, don't worry, it has nothing to do with le sida, the French word for AIDS, the sexually transmitted disease. Possible is French for possible. Obviously, that's pretty easy. The French word for impossible is impossible. But on the other hand, the Empereur Napoléon once said impossible n'est pas français, impossible n'est pas français. Or the word impossible doesn't exist in the French dictionary. And this might be why we prefer using pas possible, not possible in most casual conversations instead. Anyway, possible is obviously useful to ask for permission or advice. It's less personal than je peux, for instance. Je peux prendre 2 desserts? Je peux prendre 2 desserts? Can I take 2 desserts? With possible, it becomes c'est possible de prendre 2 desserts? C'est possible de prendre 2 desserts? Is it possible to take 2 desserts? And then you could at least pretend you're not asking just for you, but as a general rule, for a friend. Possible can also be used on its own, like peut-être in French. Peut-être, meaning maybe, to express it could be or it might be in a short answer. C'est toi qui as mangé la dernière part de gâteau? C'est toi qui as mangé la dernière part de gâteau? Possible. Did you take the last slice of cake? Maybe. D'accord means agreed or I agree or okay. It can be used on its own or with a subject. Tu es d'accord? Tu es d'accord? Je suis d'accord. Je suis d'accord. Do you agree? I agree. Sometimes it's shortened to dac. I'm pretty sure you can bluff your way into French conversation using only d'accord. People will be pleased with you agreeing with them and they will just think you're very smart and very proficient in the French language. Really, I couldn't fill this episode just by copy-pasting je suis d'accord 10 times in a row. Passer is a French verb with so many meanings that I will probably make a whole episode about it instead of cramming it here. So let's focus on just 3 uses of the verb. It can mean to swing by or to come by. For example, je peux passer chez toi pour discuter. Je peux passer chez toi pour discuter. Can I come by your house to talk? But it's also an informal way to say donner, to give. Hey, tu me passes une bière? Hey, tu me passes une bière? Hey, can you pass me a beer? And finally, it also means to be acceptable or okay. Alors, elle est bonne ta glace? Alors, elle est bonne ta glace? Ça passe. Ça passe. So does your ice cream taste good? Yeah, it's okay. Like many French assessments, it might or might not be a euphemism that really means it's incredibly good, depending on the context. Yeah, that's French for you. Bientôt means soon. While far from being the least punctual people on the planet, the French aren't especially on time either. J'arrive bientôt means I'm almost there, and it can mean anything from 1 minute to 1 hour, which is pretty convenient sometimes, as in j'ai bientôt fini. J'ai bientôt fini, I'm almost done. To talk about that half-written novel in your drawer or lost deep inside a folder somewhere on your laptop. Or as in à bientôt, for example, see you soon, à bientôt, or à très vite as well. À très vite, see you really soon. When you want to say goodbye to someone you might see again, but you don't know when. Même in French is an adverb that means even. No, it's nothing to do with une mémé, a grandma, or un mème, a meme on the internet or in cultural theory. It can be used like even, for instance, in même moi je le sais, même moi je le sais, even I know that. Or as the kids say, toi-même tu sais, you know what I'm talking about. A useful expression with même is quand même, which expresses many things more or less related to disbelief. Tu vas quand même pas sortir avec ce chapeau. Tu vas quand même pas sortir avec ce chapeau. You're not really going to go out with that hat on? Or, quand même prendre 2 desserts, ce n'était pas une bonne idée. Quand même prendre 2 desserts, ce n'était pas une bonne idée. In the end, I don't think taking 2 desserts was such a good idea. Tu as grimpé l'Everest nu sur un pied? Ah ouais, quand même! Tu as grimpé l'Everest nu sur un pied? Ah ouais, quand même! You climbed Mount Everest naked using only 1 foot? Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. And here's one last use for the adverb. Même pas, not even in translation in English. It can also be used on its own as a colloquial answer, as a boast, for instance. Tu joues super bien du tambourin. Tu prends des cours? Même pas. Tu joues super bien du tambourin. Tu prends des cours? Même pas. You play the tambourine very well. Do you take lessons? Not at all. I don't even need to. Or you can also use it to say you're not hurt because you're too cool for that. Je t'ai vu tomber, ça va? Je t'ai vu tomber, ça va? Même pas mal. Je t'ai vu tomber, ça va? Même pas mal. I saw you fall, are you okay? It was nothing, I'm not even hurt. Encore means again. Encore toi? You again? Or even encore un matin? Encore un matin, yet another morning. And this is the title of a famous French song you will find in the video description on the blog. In a sense, it's close to toujours, always, toujours. They can both mean still. For example, tu es toujours là, tu es toujours là, je suis encore là, je suis encore là. Are you still there? I'm still here. The English language has stolen the word to use for when a performer comes back on stage again for une autre chanson. For une autre chanson. In this situation, an encore is un rappel in French. Un rappel. Bravo is a useful translation for well done. Bravo. Technically, it's an Italian word. Yes, I know, but we use it as well. Do not use bien fait. Don't use bien fait. I'm saying that again. It's mostly used for gloating, to mean you deserve that bad thing that just happened to you. Don't make that embarrassing mistake. I've already talked about this one. You will find more on these embarrassing mistakes in my episode about mistakes to avoid in the video description. Voila is a very useful word to end any of your sentences, a point you made, or when closing an argument. It means I agree, or exactly, or this is it. Tu passes demain alors? Tu passes demain alors? Voilà. So you will swing by tomorrow then? Exactly. You could also use it to emphasize something impressive, but in that case we would rather use et voilà. For example, Et voilà, vos 2 desserts sont arrivés. Et voilà, vos 2 desserts sont arrivés. Tada, your 2 desserts are here. It basically means here comes. Voilà Robert. Voilà Robert, here comes Bob. In this meaning, we often shorten the word to v'là, especially in the colloquial expression v'là autre chose, v'là autre chose. Oh great, something new just cropped up. That's very French. Merci, merci, thank you, of course, is very important as well. Les formules de politesse, these codified small polite sentences are the most useful words in any French conversation. For politeness, always add as many pleases as you can. S'il te plaît for friends, children and people you know well, and s'il vous plaît for adults you don't know. And for you're welcome, use de rien, or il n'y a pas de quoi, il n'y a pas de quoi. For instance, partagez cette vidéo avec vos amis s'il vous plaît. Partagez cette vidéo avec vos amis s'il vous plaît. Merci. Share this video with your friends, please. Thanks a lot. Et toi, which French word do you think is the most useful to you? Tell me in French if you dare in the comment section. I love to hear from you and it's very good practice every week. If you're on YouTube, you will find a link below this video to the blog communefrancaise.com. On the site, I read all the comments and I answer all your questions as well. If you want more, like an exclusive lesson on 7 ways to agree that the French actually use, subscribe now to join my everyday French crash course. It's a free 10-day mini course to sound French, even to the French. It's super easy to join. Leave me your first name and email and you will receive your lesson 1 immediately. And best of all, it's all free. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV, sound French even to the French. Allez, salut!